Hey guys, it's Old Brookie coming at you with a G chord and some strumming and some bass note picking and strumming. So check it out. You probably are pretty aware of the G chord. That's pinky and ring on the first two strings, third fret side by side. Then get your index stretched over to the fifth string, second fret, that's a B, and then your middle finger goes to sixth string, third fret. That's your bass note, the G bass note. Boom. Yeah, that's cool, huh? Check each note. Cool, man. It's just therapeutic, really, just those vibrations. It just sounds great, feels great. And so I try not to slam my pick through the strings. I try to let it kind of drop and get a lighter feel with my strumming hand. So sometimes students will plow through it really hard. Truthfully, it hurts my feelings a little bit when you do that. So try to play a little bit soft when you're just checking it out. There may come a time when you really need to pound them, but not when you're just kind of tuning up and checking your chord and your ears and your guitar. All right, so with the G chord, hitting the strings one at a time, I'm just going to say it again. Then we're checking for dead strings or buzzy notes or, muted notes, like something like, we're just trying to eliminate those bad actors there. So we're just kind of warming up here, Now we can try maybe putting some timing into it, something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter notes. If we did eighth notes, it's going to be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. With the eighth notes, try to make your upstroke a little lighter and also maybe accent the 1. So with eighth notes, you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Accent that 1 just a little bit. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the 1 is a stronger beat. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Just accenting the 1, keeping that steady 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and those are eighth notes, and that's really important to get super familiar with that. I see students that have played and studied and even play in bands that are not really sure what that means, the eighth notes. I was talking to a student yesterday. I described it as a grid. Visualize a line with little hash marks on it, and maybe divide them into eighths, like 8 groups of 8 little hash marks on that horizontal line. Okay, so let's say you have to kind of hit the mark on each of those little dots. You can't be kind of stumbling forward or dragging backwards or kind of randomly hitting those. They really need to be on the grid as far as timing. Let me give you an analogy or something that you need to hook into. Say the drummer is hitting his hi-hat cymbal 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and, which is going to have a high frequency kind of a quality. Your strum should sync up perfectly with that. If they are out of time and sort of fighting, it's really going to sound pretty messy and it's going to sound pretty uncomfortable unless you're going for that effect. All right, so we're going to assume that we want to be in time, right on the grid, right on the dot. Of course, you want to work with your metronome, and tapping your foot is super important to get into tapping your foot, working with a metronome, or if you're recording with some software, you'll have a metronome. And once you get this kind of sense for the timing, it's really going to pay off. You're going to feel a lot more comfortable. And so don't be stumbling forward or falling backwards. You have to be super conscious of that. I call it a grid of timing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I wasn't really hitting the 1 harder, but there may be something else we can do with that. Let's mess around with hitting bass notes, like a... So I'm just holding the same chord, the G chord, and I'm hitting the bass note, which is G, 3rd fret, 6th string, and doing a down up. Then I hit the alternate bass note, which is B, then the down up, and repeating. So again, it's bass, down up, alternate bass, down up. Okay. I'll try to establish a beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that wasn't very good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see how it goes. All right. Tapping my foot. I'm having too much fun. I know some of you are all ready to jump to another chord, and that's okay, but I try to pull you guys back and focus on just one simple thing, you know. It probably drives you crazy, but you know, I'm kind of all over the map, but I can focus on something for, you know, 10 or 15 minutes, and then that's pretty good, you know. Work on your attention span. Don't just play a little bit and then bounce off to another topic. All right, stay with it. Really zero in. I think you can train yourself to stay on it a little longer than you may have in the past. And let me just see if I can just have a little fun with this. I'm gonna try it really slow, like 1, 2. Then I'm gonna try it fast. So I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Hold that chord, let it decay, relax. Now I'm gonna go faster, let's see if I can get some energy generated. So I just couldn't. I said I was going to focus, but I started throwing in other stuff. So I just wanted to show you that once you get galloping with that tempo. All right, one detail with my right hand, I can see some people might be really falling apart with your strumming hand. One little trick, these fingers go on the face of the guitar. It's really ring and pinky. For me, yours might be different. Yeah, you can go to other chords, but make sure you've got your basic rhythm figured out. So you saw I was doing hammer-ons, which could work slow. So I'm just hammering on from the A string, open to 2nd fret. A, B, hammer on, that's where you just hit it once, and then you're gonna strike with your index finger, 2nd fret. That's a hammer-on. That's hammer-on pull-off. Now I'm just showing off. Just messing around. And you can make that kind of subtle, sort of blend it in, make it so it doesn't stick out really big. I was doing some also hitting the 4th string as I kind of lose focus and start drifting, but that's the nature, you know. Try to focus on one thing, get it real good, and then you can start trailing off and expanding. That's totally cool. Well, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm just sort of responding to a comment that Luke made about, I showed some really easy G-type chords, and he was asking something about the bass notes. So I thought, well, let's just throw those bass notes in there. So, yeah, I didn't learn this in one day. I think I started with like a kind of a waltz. Bass, strum, strum, alternate bass, strum, strum, which I used to play waltzes in a band like kind of a polka band. I thought it was really corny. Now, I look back and realize it was pretty cool. To play in 3/4 time is really neat. Well, we'll do more with other chords if you like this. We can jump to C and D, E minor, A minor, E7, D, C, suspended 2nd. We can do any chord we want, B7, B minor. You can add those to the G chord and come up with all kinds of songs. But I thought maybe just hanging out on one chord, making sure you're producing a pleasant sound, I thought that might be more important than throw a whole bunch of chords at you on this little fun video. So have a good week. Remember that guitar does amazing things for your mind and your body. It's just one of the, to me, it's really healthy and good and makes me feel happy every day. And so I hope you have the same reaction to practice and playing. If you get frustrated, that's a little bit normal. Don't worry about it. Just keep playing, work through it. And hey, thanks for subscribing, and I'd love to hear a comment. Any requests, let me know. And thanks for the support. Take care.